Okay guys, let's give you a little catch up what's going on here. So we'll start with the, we'll start by turning the music down or we'll get in trouble. So the 80 square body, now this was just a quick clean it up, get the engine up and running. The gentleman actually put a Caddy engine in there out of a 53 Caddy, so it got us, get everything hooked up there properly. And then, he brought vintage air, so we got the compressor all mounted on there. The truck's running, had to run a new harness out to the front. Change out the rad support. He went and bought a bunch of used parts and he used whatever was the best. Just throwing it together, it's a work truck. Doesn't really give a shit. Paint it white, away we go. So you can see, we painted all across the cowl. I had that fender off, right? And we painted all in here, painted the door jambs, painted the inside of the doors. He didn't want to paint the inside of the cab. It probably would have been another day to prep the cab and half a day to get it painted, believe it or not. It kind of would have made sense to do the inside, seeing how he'd done the doors, but whatever. It's his work truck, so he's just doing what he wants to do, which is all fine. You can see I got the AC and heater unit all mounted up underneath there. What else? What else can I show you? Like I say, we got a big, huge rad in there. The truck was running before running and driving, so we put floors in it. This one I think I did a video on. I showed you I put all new floors in it, cab supports in the front only. Let's say I put the fender back on it, got the door back on it, got it lined up somewhat fairly decent for how he wants it. Yeah, I think that's about all there is to really show on this one. We put a hitch on the back, got a hitch put on there. He brought us a hitch that came off a Dodge. We had to cut it, weld it, change it, blah, blah, blah. All the bullshit. Leaving a lot of the chrome and stuff off. He says he's got to go. He's moving, and he's just got to get the truck so it's somewhat together. And he's got to get out of here, and then when he gets it back where he's going, he'll paint it there. Which is a shame, because it would have been nice to finish it and put it in paint and put the chrome on it. But hey, shit happens. People got to go. Things happen. So it is what it is. So this week, coming up, or I should say next week, gonna get the back window put back in it. Gonna get the fender on it, the door on it, and the hood on it. And we'll throw the grill and the front bumper on it, mount the coolers on the front, and that's it, out the door. Except we gotta put his canopy on over there. You remember I worked on this truck at Saddleside forever. Gonna put his canopy on so all that stuff will be cleared away, a nice empty spot, and put his tires and wheels on. So that's gonna happen there. And then we'll come over here and we'll take a look at what's going on with the Caddy. If you remember, Sean was in there masking up. So we got all the edges and jambs sprayed. Might not be someone's favorite color the gentleman picked here, but I don't know. It is what it is. I know some people write in and they say, oh, ugly color, ugly this. Just remember that when you're saying all that, if you're trying to throw me a jab, you're not, because it's a customer's car. Customer picks what he wants. I just put it on. That's all. So anyway, all the jambs are painted. This wasn't like a full-blown restoration. Didn't need any metal work. We didn't pull windows. He didn't want to get that carried away. Didn't, Got the jambs on the doors painted. Repainted the dash. Kind of hard to see in there, but you can see. It's two-tone, obviously. Got all the moldings for here, working on those. So, and what we're doing right now is we'll come over here. Take a look. It's a, you can see the skies. Things are changing. It's September, I don't know, almost near the end of September, but I feel like we didn't get much of a summer this year. We had a good summer. There wasn't, I don't know. I guess I'm just stuck on last year's weather. Last year, it was in the mid to high 20s starting like in April, I think, or May, and it just went right through the beginning of October. Never stopped. This year, it rained pretty much all spring. Then summer came along, July, and it was okay, but there was rain in between all that summer months too. Not a lot, but there was some, and usually you don't get any, and I don't know, I just hope winter's not as bad as what I think spring and summer were. Anyway, back on topic. So we got the hood here. We got her all ready to go on the inside. We're going to be spraying that up. And we're going to be spraying up the inside of the trunk lid. That is how we do it. We spray the inners first. And then when we take the car to the paint booth, because this is not my paint booth, this is my body shop, but we do inners here. We don't really paint here. It's not set up 100% proper. I mean, I've got exhaust fans, the charcoal filters, all the bullshit going on. I've got fans in the wall. You could paint in here, but still, you need a, I mean, you can paint anywhere. I've seen some of the best paint jobs come out in garages with dirt floors. It's not so much a matter of you can't paint in here. It's just that, the fumes and the shit nowadays, it's too much. Better to go to the paint booth and do it. But we do small stuff like this. We don't go use the paint booth. We do it here. Just easier. Just way easier. So that's what's going on there. Now, to change topic a bit, it's been a while since there's been, I keep turning this camera back, been a while since there's been Sunday Fundays. Some of you new guys out there might say, what's Sunday Funday? Well, that's the day I work on my own shit. And if you haven't seen it, you have to go back and punch in 50 chopped shoebox and 55 gasser. Those are two bills. They should be listed under that. Somehow, I think the wife listed it under that. I don't know. I don't post these videos. My wife does. I don't know how. But anyway, what I'm going on to is, it's that time of year again. Weather shit. Sunday. I'm staying home Sundays. I'm working on my shit again. Getting out here at 10 in the morning like I normally do. Go to the gym first thing in the morning. Get out here for 10. Go till 6 o'clock. Get myself a good 8 hours in. I'm working on my stuff. Unless something comes up. So, with that being said, there's my 55 Chevy hood, which I'd welded up and blanked out where the emblem was. Not the emblem, I mean the plane that went there. I like this little teardrop. Not that I don't like that, but you know, and I took the emblem off it there. So, anyway, that's all welded up. That's roughed in, first bodywork and first primer. Boom, ready to rock and roll. I'm just trying to get you guys up where we had left off, so you know. So you know where we're going from. And this is my gasser over here, which some of you, a lot of you will remember, and like I say, maybe some of you are new. So she's a rough old girl. She's really rough, all rotten in here. You know, needs a different frame. The frame's all twisted up. That's why I've got, boom, that frame right there. There's the quarter panel for this side. That's going to be going on there. Yes, I will be opening up the wheel well. I'll be using Nomad arches because I got them. You know, got the wheel tub, outer extension, the outer wheel tub area, whatever. Wheel well, we'll say. God, I've forgotten all my words. Everything's echoing in here out this car. Cool. Anyway, so that's going to be going. That car, and if you do remember where we left off where I had cut this quarter off. And I was going to get started on that. So this car is going to be going... And we did do all the welding around, there was some welding around the window, and we did all the roughing of the bodywork on the roof. And we've also got two factory original doors, rust-free, that we did. There's one there. The other one, where is my other door? And we got a chunk lid here. Where is my other door? I do not know, but well, let's look over here. Now I'm questioning where my chunk lid and door are gone. Ah, there's my other door. These are original doors. They're not aftermarket, rust-free. And somewhere there's a original trunk lid. So the only thing I'm really replacing on that car is outer rockers. There's my trunk lid right there. I'm replacing outer rockers, both quarters, the wheel well, and the whole complete floor. So that's a bit I'm replacing, but it's nice to say, and even my front fenders are original rust-free front fenders. So it's nice to say that, you know, those items are original. You don't see that too often, like original doors and fenders that aren't rusted out or patched. These ones are like real nice. And that's why I did this room up. I cleaned this room up. You know, I'm not saying that I'm not going to pull the car in and out. What's going to happen is the 55 gasser is going to go in here from there, and then, oh, give me 1 second here, guys. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I cut you off there for a second. So anyway, we're going to put the 55 gassers over there. So I'm going to bring it in here, set it on this side. This is 2 bays wide, obviously, and I'm going to have it sitting here working on it. But if a customer car comes along, customer car's priority, I'll put mine back out under there. But that was why I painted all this up, did the spray foam. I'm going to be putting a heater in here, piggybacking it onto this heater. You see, we heat with propane here. So these are good heaters. They heat up to 500 square feet. We've got 2 in Sean's room. He doesn't need 2. One heats his room plenty, but we're going to piggyback off that one and put one up on this wall somewhere. So I'm going to work on it in here You know, and I just thought this would be a cool place to do it when I'm waiting for parts for my shoebox. So my shoebox, again, my chopped shoebox, that's out there on my site. You just punch in 50 chopped shoebox. You can follow along on the videos. I'd done all the floors, body supports, rockers, and I'd started on the quarter panels. So we're back onto that this Sunday. And we're walking through the room here, and here we go. This is in my main shop. This is actually the welding and mechanical shop in here. So you remember I put the quarter on. I did all the floors in there. Did the body supports. Did all that, right? I did the rockers. You can see under there. This one got finished being welded. Then I was waiting for the back half for here. So, which they all came in over the spring and summer. They came in. I've been gathering up the parts. That's what I do in the spring and summer. I gather up parts for the fall. So I'm going to be going back onto this car on Sunday Funday. And I can see I never did finish welding it in, and then I got to do this half here. So that is what's going to happen on Sunday Funday. So yeah, there you go. You guys, sorry about the summertime and the springtime, not doing as many videos. This shit comes up, I got stuff to do, and that's life. So hey, with that being said, it's always a good time at old time. I will see you on Sunday Funday.